Hi guys, welcome to the LiveTutelage tutorial. Now in this session, we'll discuss about something called dialog boxes, right? So input box and message box we'll see now. Okay, so an input box is something like a box where you can enter some text on it, and a message box is a message box where you can just read the message and you can just say okay, like something like our pop-up messages. Okay, so let me create a new class for and give the name for something like example of. It is an example of. So we're discussing of dialog boxes. So just give dialog as a name of my class. Now it's always good practice to give the class name as what the program is doing. Okay, now here for displaying the dialogs again we need to import one package which is Java Swing package. Okay, that is, so import javax.swing and you have a class called for displaying all this J option pane. Okay, J option pane. So this is a class. This is a class. J option pane is a class which is available in the package of Swing and which is available in the package of JavaX. Okay. Now here I am going to create a dialog box. I am going to add two numbers. So I am going to add two numbers from accepting input, right? Accepting the input from two dialog box and display result in message box. Okay, now we'll see that program. Now for that, so just for accepting an input, so I'm just going to create a string which is equal to my J option pane. So J option pane is a class. This consists of methods. If you just put dot, you can find lot of methods here. So you can just type S, so you can find show input and confirm dialog. See, you have a lot of methods. Input, show input will ask you to enter something. Show message will display something, and show confirm will have only yes or no options. Okay, so you want to confirm it yes or no. Such a kind of boxes, if you want to display this J option pane consists all these methods. Okay, if you want to see what are the methods that is inbuilt of this particular class, just create an object for that class or just give the name of the class and just put dot so that you can find all the methods inbuilt in that particular class. Now here I am going to input a dialog, so just say show input a dialog, and here I am going to enter something like enter first number. Okay, now I am going to create one more string for entering of my second number, so just say S2 and say enter second number. Okay, second number. Now I have to add it, right? So first what you have to do, you have to read the number which you have entered in the input dialog box. So for that, it is an integer you are going to enter. So just store it in integer variable and say num1 is equal to. So this is a kind of method, integer dot parseInt of string s1. This is a kind of method where you can read the value that you have entered into the pane, input dialog box. Okay, so integer dot parseInt of s1. That means since you are entering some integer value, so it is accepting as a string value. So you have to use directly parseInt, which will convert the string into the integer type and stores into a variable called number. Now you are having another number which you have entered, so just type it here and just change your num1 to num2 and you are going to accept the value of integer which is in S2. Right. Now I'm going to add these two and put it in num3 or put it in a result. So which is equal to number 1 plus number 2. Okay. Now I'm going to display this. I want to display it. It's not like a normal display on the console. I want to display the result again through a dialog box. So what you have to do is say J option pane dot. Okay, you have again dialog boxes. So you need to show a message box, right? You have a message box. So if you just scroll down your methods, see, you can find out just show message dialog. Okay, so just click on it. It accepts two parameters. One is a parent component, which is default null. So parent component is nothing but a component from where you are going to display your message. Okay, usually it is a null. And the message that you are going to display is the result, which is you are stored in the variable res. Right? Now you just run your program. Say run as and Java application. Now see here, your first number has been asked. So your first number is been asked, right? So you can enter the first number as 12. Say OK. Now it is asking for the enter second number. Right? The second number I have given 5. Say OK. Now see, this is a message box. You have written 12 plus 5, which is 17. The message box will consist only OK, right? So usually the message box will consist the parent control, which is a null, and the dialog, whatever the message that we display here, will be usually the next line. Okay. If you want to put it in left side or right side, you can pass the parent control in a different manner. So based on that, the message will be displayed on the message box. This is about the dialog boxes. Okay, this is about the dialog boxes. Using of dialog boxes, input box and the message box of our J option panel. So you also have a kind of dialog box which will have X or no. Okay, if you want, you can experiment it on later sessions. Thank you.